as it's a new season, a new look, but the same drivers that we've been seeing for the past 2 seasons. It's time for Season 3 to see what that of the ISRC Race Car Graveyard Truck Series is gonna bring us.
Hi, my name is Nick. I race the Ford truck, and I race for Snowy Desert Racing.
Hello, my name is Trevor Norris. I drive the number 38 Ford F-150 with Snowy Desert Racing.
Hey, I'm Danny Cochran, driver of the number 31 Logan's Lead Larry Arts Production Chevrolet for Larson Line Racing.
Hello, I am Cody Reed, driver of the number 25 Chevrolet Silverado for Blackjack Racing.
Hey guys, my name is Ollie Fonseca, driver of the number 24 Jacked Up Motorsports A&G Compressor Parts Chevrolet Silverado.
I got into sim racing with, I used to race the EA Sports titles, the NASCAR Heat titles, and it wasn't enough. There wasn't enough participation, and I just wanted to race with people online more. So I found iRacing online after Google searches, and it's funny because I raced with an old laptop and a PS3 controller.
Late into 2020, I finally purchased a wheel. I've always known about iRacing and NASCAR for quite a while, but it wasn't until then I decided to, actually it wasn't until late April the next year that I decided to get into iRacing after watching it for quite some months.
I've always been pretty interested in sim racing, and I finally started doing it in 2020 in the midst of the pandemic, watching like the whole NASCAR Pro Invitational on TV, and my parents, I thank them for this. They used some of their stimulus money on getting me a PC, and I finally got to start sim racing.
A huge part of what got me into iRacing was my passion for NASCAR. So much so that I'm making it a personal goal of mine to get a job in the field just so I can be at the track every week and be a part of it. It also suits my competitive nature and just seemed like an amazing opportunity for me to showcase some of my skills.
Well, the way I got into sim racing was a couple years ago, October of 2020. I finally saved up enough money to get myself a PC, a wheel, and some pedals. And, you know, I'd heard about iRacing for a long time, and I wanted to try it. But I finally saved up enough money where I could get into it, and I was really excited to do that. And I started running with these guys that put on the ISRC Truck Series, and the rest is history.
Danny Cochran, he might be holding on, but they're going to be 3 wide coming to the tri-oval, and it's going to be the 2 by a nose here at Daytona. Danny Cochran winning.
To show the speed they have, but down in the 3, we'll see it.
Oh no,
Contact
Cochran
between
for
the
the lead.
teammates.
Vincent Soar gets bumped, holds on, sliding, wrecking, and it's Danny Cochran up front. Gonna go high, but here comes Red Jump to the inside. Has the run, but not close enough. Danny Cochran takes the win. Hold off, survive, doesn't need to pit for the 35 laps, and at turn number 12, after suspensions, issues, the 2, he wins, and he's battling for a championship. Between himself and Danny Cochran is Cody Reed, and here comes the 2, putting the bump, the pressure, the contact, get him out of the way. Danny Cochran wins the championship.
How are we feeling going into Daytona at the start of the season? I know I was running pretty well. I just signed with a new team. That would be Snowy Desert Racing with Nick Crawford, Bryan Colley, and Cedric Hunter. I knew going in it would be a pretty good. Hopefully we get some good strategies for the race, and it did work out for some other races, but it didn't work out for Daytona.
Going into Daytona, I felt pretty confident that I could make like a pretty deep run in the playoffs. I was hoping I could maybe be in the top 10 in points in regular season, maybe snag a couple wins. But I felt pretty confident, and my season 2 was a lot better than my first one, and I thought I could only improve from there. But also I knew we had a lot of new guys coming in that were really good and were going to be really competitive. I don't know how I've really felt going into the season. I felt confident and also not at the same time.
To start the season out at Daytona, my confidence was much higher, simply because I knew I had speed all season long last season. However, I had so many opportunities stripped away that were out of my control, and I was ready to prove some people wrong. Along with continued support from my family and friends and spotter, I was more than ready to kick the season off.
Going into Daytona, I was cautiously optimistic. It's a plate track, but joining this league, I really wanted to join for the excitement, the drama. I was watching the end of the last season, and I didn't know how it was gonna go, but I knew it was gonna be fun either way.
I knew there would be a lot of guys that had a lot of talent racing in this league, especially new ones coming in. They're really fast. So I knew it wouldn't be easy to accomplish a few wins and such, but I was still feeling pretty good. I figured we could pick up a couple wins. Still looking for that second one right now, but I believe it's coming. I think we're just going to be as competitive as we've always been through the last 2 seasons here.
Well, we had 2 incredible seasons. It's time to see what Season 3 brings to us. The incredible Sim Racing Championship Race Car Graveyard Truck Series. Season 3, are you ready? Because we are up in the booth, the drivers are ready, and the green flag is out in the air. We're green here for Daytona. Going into turn number 3. Freed's looking good with Isaac Shelley behind him. Will it be Tom Board as they come through 3 and 4? It's on. Will there be contact? Will it be done? Will it be clean? Here they go. Their contact directly further back. Tom Board, free contact. Here they come. Eric Stent gonna win potentially. And it is stamped by a nose.
Here he comes. Could this be a Kyle Busch moment up top? Cedric Hunter on the outside of the 0-0, but the 3 goes around on the bottom. This is going to be intense.
Flanking issues by Ethan Smith, blocking up the 13. Cedric Hunter's hoping to find the move, but the pass for the lead was made. We're gonna have a lap car, late block audio to Smith, bump, run, right in front of Hunter. It's gonna be too wide for the lead. Cedric Hunter's gonna have an opportunity to drive it down low, drifting up, trying to be the stealer. Here he comes, Cedric Hunter, he does it, he steals it. Miami 225 is all for Hello Kitty. Cedric Hunter wins. John Ford's going to be throwing an intent there and down into turn number 1. Now going to be given an opening, and that one jolt, Zach, that gives it up. Ethan Smith's gone.
Yeah, Ethan Smith has got a huge gap here. I don't think Ford was going to be anywhere near him as he's actually disappeared a little bit. As Reed comes down the track into Crawford there, there's going to be contact, and they're breaking across the track.
Just absolutely causing mayhem. What a body slam. Not even trying to give it a 10 for anybody else. It doesn't matter. It's teammates. 1-2. Ethan Smith winning the Cody Super Epic and Cool Gateway 125.
Made it this way.
As they continue to race their way down the hill, this 98, just that of a couple of corners to go through turn 10. 2 more corners, comes into the heartbreaking zone. No more lap traffic to truly worry about. He's got a nice little pocket in front of him, and through turn 11, 1 more kink. Your winner here at the Wine Country Clash, it is going to be Isaac Shelley. Redemption to the 98. He didn't win last season, but he'll win here today. And dice, white flags in the air, and it looks like they're going to continue to wreck one another, but this race looks like they're still going. No, and it looks like that could be it, and that's done. Cedric Hunter wins.
That was the checkered flag there, yeah, so it was a double flag restart to the checkered flag. And
to the white flag. This is it. It's going to be your ride around white flag. Everything can happen. The gloves are off. Make the move. Get them out of the way. Nick Crawford, he's got plenty of space. He's pulling away, but for second, Tom Board's not close enough. Winning, it's Nick Crawford here at Bristol.
Believe it or not, my most exciting moment of the season was actually not my win. It was actually my son Norris, my teammate. It was when he won at Atlanta. I've never been that excited for my own win, so I was just really glad to see him get that win.
Most exciting moment of the season for me has to be Atlanta. The finish. Finished second in that race, and it was my only podium finish of the season, unfortunately. Hoping to make some more of those, but It was a really close finish. Blood was pumping. It was just a pretty exciting finish. I'm pretty sure that's going to be Norris's most exciting moment too.
My most exciting moment would be Atlanta Motor Speedway when it was a super speedway version. This season, I was able to capture the first win ever in honestly any league history for myself.
The 38 has been looking for victory this whole time. So is Reed in the 25. He's got to help his teammate up top. The power down the back straightaway looks to go to them, but the inside line is going to look to make a move here coming to the white.
Outside lane's gonna have a little bit more help as the inside lane is just two. McAdams is just not close enough. Coming to that of a right rat white flag. We didn't need overtime, but the wrecking behind. It's gonna be up front. Christopher Norris, Cody Reed, Zach side by side. Blackjack, they don't have as much teamwork anymore.
Yeah, they got Rochelle helping in the 21. This inside lane's got more power. Can the top side work? The bottom is gonna be better here in the corner. The 38 may have the advantage.
Will Cody Reed come down or will he have the momentum? Here comes the surge of the other Blackjack driver. It's Ethan Smith out of nowhere. Christopher Norris, he needs the bump. He needs the help. Cody Reed slides up. He merges. They smack across the line. It's Christopher Norris. Norris wins.
Most exciting moment of the season. For me, hands down, most exciting moment of the season was the Las Vegas race.
Here it is, white flag man, and one more to go. And what does Smith have for Cochran?
It's your right rat white flag in Smith. He dumps it high. And that's exactly what Danny Cochran needs. But Tom Bourne's going to give the shove, trying to get the bump. Here comes the surge. Will the 00 be there at the end? The outside lane's where he needs to go. But Danny Cochran, he's holding on for now. Out of turn number 4, Ethan Smith, he's down low at the quarter panel. He can't spin him. Danny wins.
Thankfully enough, the stars aligned and everything fell right into place in that race where I was able to capitalize later in the run, and I was able to bring home the victory there. So it was the largest payout we've had for a single race in this series, and I thought it was really cool that I was the one that was able to accomplish that.
The most exciting moment for me was definitely my first win. It came at an unexpected time, but it boosted my confidence because I always knew I had the ability, but the luck was never there. There were so many issues that kept me from securing those finishes, and were usually mistakes from other drivers that were out of my control. It made me extremely happy to finally have something to show for the people who have continued to support me since last season.
Sees the white flag up in the air. Here we go. The gloves are off. It's time to fight. Who's winning the monster smash with the right red white flag out?
Here comes Fonseca out of 2. He's got a sizable gap as the battle was happening for second, but third is where the battle's still going to happen. Fonseca just needs one more clean corner.
It took all the battling, it took all the attempts, all the struggles for the 24, but tonight at Dover, Ollie Fonseca is a winner of the ISRC. Here tonight as they're 3 wide back, battling. He was one of the most winningest drivers from season 1. It takes him 10 races here, Zach. There's just one more opportunity for Cedric Hunter. He needs to be perfect if he wants to steal this win away.
He has, like you said, one more shot, but just I don't think going to be close enough. About 3 tenths back here, heading to 3 and 4.
It's just too much. Too much was there, but a great drive from Mark Whitley. The 77 is back to victory lane in the ISRC Race Car Graveyard Truck Series. Turn number 7 just has to hit his marks. The 11 of John Forbes finds himself back into victory lane. He drifts, he has some fun, and he will win the Snowy Desert Racing 135. And Noah Steele too far back. He's going to be battling with GT Rizari, but the 00 Zach, he had to fight, defend, and we thought maybe he was going to have to be tire strategy. It's just raw pace that he defended over everyone else.
that he has, but that battle for second is so important too, because if GT can get as many points as possible in that 14, that allows him possibly maybe to point his way into the top 20 and have a chance next week at Nashville Super Speedway.
Out of turn number 4, have a great race for that at the 00. Ethan Smith wins at Charlotte. It's going to be side-by-side battling for second, but Noah still holds on. GT Rosari gets third. Hicks was just too far back.
He's going to see it. It's the white flag here, brought to you by Ride Rad White Flag here tonight as we head down the 1 for the final time tonight. Cedric Hunter, he is going to look to claim the victory, maybe even claim that regular season championship. He's going to be ecstatic, but behind him, Trenton Jump looks to hold off Irizarry, who knows he needs every point available in that 14 as they head to 3 and 4 for the final time. Cedric Hunter going to look to pull the victory off as he's got a nice sizable gap behind him. Trenton Jump, though, able to hold back GT Irizarry. It's going to be the 13 of Cedric Hunter, though, winning tonight here for the Larry Zarts Productions 130.
It would either be Pocono or Texas. At Pocono, I got into an issue with another driver. Had some issues there and just got myself suspended for the next week. And then also a few weeks ago at Texas, where I ended up spinning after going into the pits, got myself a speeding penalty, and 2 laps down, ended up P25.
The lowest moment of the season probably has to go back to Gateway. That one or Sonoma. Sonoma, I love the road courses, like I said before, and I had a lot of high expectations, and I got damaged really early, and that was a meaningful race, and I threw it away. So Sonoma and then Gateway, with being so close to the front and then having that issue go down, those would probably be tied, but probably would go towards Sonoma.
Lowest moment of the season probably came a couple weeks ago, or this past week at Charlotte and Nashville. We've had a couple really bad races. Got some damage at Charlotte from hitting the wall, and that put us out of the race early. Then this week at Nashville, we were racing around a couple of guys, got really aggressive early on, and I ended up paying the price for that, and my truck was damaged for the rest of the race, but you'll have that. So that's racing. Now we just got to figure out how to overcome it going into the playoffs.
Lowest moment of the season. I really can't choose between Gateway or Watkins Glen. Both of those easily could have been chances at a win for me. I honestly want to say Watkins Glen, just because I was in position to win. I could have just drove home with it. I was faster than a lot of the guys behind me, other than Trenton Jump, and I don't think he probably wouldn't have been able to catch me if I just, had no one ahead of me and I could just drive away. But all I had to do was just make it past turn 1, I feel like, and I could have just brought it home, and I couldn't even do that, and I spun it out. Took out Trenton Jump in the process. I felt really bad. Took out a couple people in that wreck. I felt terrible. And then I went and wrecked again and took out Norris and a couple others. Definitely lowest point of the season for me. Gateway was pretty bad too, but I think Watkins Glen probably tops it.
The lowest point of my season was probably the race right before my first win at Las Vegas, where I felt like I had an amazing opportunity to get my first win until I got rear-ended trying to come down pit road, which ultimately ended my chance of having the run I know I deserved. But, accidents happen, I understand that.
My chances are low. I'm not the best driver out there. I'm more of a mid-tier driver, top 15, if I'm lucky. So I'm just hoping I can get past the first round and maybe the second round if I'm lucky, but we'll see what happens.
How do I see myself winning the championship? Miracle, probably. I think I really just need to get past this first round and just stay consistent. Honestly, I think I could make it pretty far if I just don't make mistakes as much as I have been in the second half of the season. If I just stay out of walls, if I stay out of other people, I think I should be able to make it pretty far. That's been my problem pretty much the entire second half of the season. Is I'll either put too much pressure on myself or I'll just make a dumb mistake not paying attention. But I have a lot of good tracks coming up in the playoffs, a lot of short tracks. Talladega's in there, got Road America, a lot of good tracks for me that I could, get podiums or even snag a win or something late in the season. Maybe I can just sneak into the Final Four. That'd be nice. I don't know how I feel about Phoenix compared to some of the other guys, but because I wrecked out of there pretty early in Season 1, so I never got to drive it too well. But, yeah.
If I want to win the championship, though, I absolutely can, so long as circumstances that are out of my control keep me from doing that. I know I have the speed and the strategies to get me there. It's all about the coordination with Jacked Up Motorsports and my spotter to help us achieve our goal. I have a great team with me, and we all work well together, and I'd love us all to perform as well as we know we can in this postseason.
Well, I think my strategy for this one is kind of what won Trenton Jump the title last season, or the championship, whatever you want to call it. He was able to capitalize on mistakes of the couple guys ahead of him. Me and Ethan Smith were racing hard for the lead, and we made contact, and it ended up costing both of us, but, you know, it is what it is. He was able to capitalize off that, and I think that's what it's going to take for me to pull it off, because it's just been really, really competitive. I know I have what it takes to be there. I just don't know if I can beat a couple of the guys that are a little bit faster than we are, but we're going to practice, we're going to put in the time, we're going to make it happen, though. Somehow, some way, we're going to make it happen.
To win the championship, we definitely have to just point through the rounds if we can't get a win. So good finishes, can't do any crazy strategies. At the end, the last race, it's gonna be a win. You're gonna have to win. I know Cedric is fast. He's my own teammate. Other drivers are fast as well. It's really about not getting caught up in anything and just trying to win. You got to get there on raw speed in that last round.
But thank you guys for having me. I hope you guys enjoy the show on track, and I'll see you guys then.
Hey, thanks. Again, I'm Nick of the number 4 car, the Dopamine Machine, and I drive for Snowy Desert Racing. See you guys on the track.
Thanks for watching the ISRC Truck Series. Good luck to my fellow competitors, because you're going to need it.
Thank you all for watching. It's Danny Cochran, driver of the number 31 Logan's Lead Larry Arts Production Chevrolet for Larson Line Racing. I just wanted to say, be sure to watch Freeky Fast Broadcasting this Monday night with the ISRC Truck Series. It's going to be one heck of a show. Y'all ain't going to want to miss it. Thank you.
Sam, I suck at this. This is my 10th time doing it, I think.